One second. That's a plane going over. You're a little breaking up a little bit, but I can see you. You're still breaking up a little bit, volume wise. Can you hear me at all?
I can hear you fine.
Okay, yeah, because when you come through, it just sounds. I can hear like the beginning of what you're saying, and it just breaks off a little bit.
Okay, so let me see if I can do this. I'm not even sure where. Okay, you let me know when you can't hear me. So it's telling me that my audio is okay, but you're still not hearing me clearly.
Now I can hear you.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I literally don't know what's happening, but thank you for joining me anyway. It's been a day. It has been a day. So, first of all, how long have you been when did you know that you wanted to be in the cigar business?
Ooh, we've been in business for almost a year now, but the vision of the business I had it for probably about a year and a half prior to last year when I started.
Okay, so
probably about 2.5 years now.
Okay, so did you always have in mind that you wanted to do this?
Well, honestly, COVID's what motivated me.
Mm-hmm.
Once COVID started, we couldn't go to cigar lounges.
Okay.
So, me and my buddies, we were buying and ordering cigars like crazy. We probably spent thousands and thousands of dollars on cigars during COVID. We go to lounges and we were just smoking like crazy. And, we were just, going over each other's houses, smoking in our garages, call our own lounges. And then, I just, wanted to like, what, why not do it ourselves?
Okay. So did you have in mind that you were going to do this solo, or were the guys you smoking with, did you think that you were going to go in business with them?
I thought I was going to go in business with them. I put up the business plan and everything. I did all the research myself, my wife, we did all the research, to figure out if it was going to be lucrative or not. And then once we put it to our friends, they seemed interested, but, they didn't jump in.
Mm-hmm. So at that point, were you thinking, maybe I'm not going to do this, or maybe I'm just going to wait? Or were you like, I'm all in? I've done the research. I'm all in now.
I was all in. I sat down at work, and for like, I don't know, maybe a week or two straight, I sat down, came up with a design, business plan, names for the cigars. I just went like ham because I had nothing to do at work for a couple weeks. So I was just coming up with stuff. And every day I will send my wife emails like, hey, check this out. What about this? What about that? And then after I came up with the design and the name, I figured out it wasn't that expensive to start. So I was like, I'll do it myself.
Now, how did you come up with the blends for each of your cigars? How did you come up with that? Did you travel anywhere, Honduras, Nicaragua, anywhere? Or did you just say, well, this is what I want. Let me try to find somebody that can do that for me?
And that's what it was. I didn't get a chance to travel as much as I wanted to, but I did contact a lot of companies, a lot of owners of cigar factories that were making cigars.
Mm-hmm.
And I found one that saw my vision and wanted to work with me.
Wow.
And, he's been amazing ever since. Everything that I think of, he's like, hey, I got this, I got that, we're doing this, he's on point with it. So it keeps
So
me,
what was the process like? So you knew what you wanted, you found someone, you contacted somebody. So take me through that short process, or well, I say short process because I don't know, but take me through, because all I know is I can get them, I smoke them, that's it. That's the process for me.
Well, no, it was trial and error for me. I got a lot of people send me samples in, sampling cigars, and then, trying to figure out, hey, I like this, but I don't like that. And then the prices were insane for some people that were, trying to sell me their cigars.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I got with my man, it was like, I can't beat the prices he's giving them to me for, and
Mm-hmm.
the quality of cigar that we're getting for the price, I just can pass it up.
Okay. So how did you come up with your weather fronts? How did you come up with the names of all of your cigars? And which one was the very first one?
So the name itself, Cloud Bros, was birthed in my garage with my buddies. We were smoking, and we were on Facebook at this time. During COVID, everybody had a name for their cigar groups and stuff and their pages. Mm-hmm. So I was like, man, we're posting a lot of pictures of cigars and we're smoking. We got to come up with a name so everybody knows who we are, because we're on all these different pages. They got to know who we are and identify us. Mm-hmm. And so, I came up with Cloud Bros because, we liked how the clouds came off the cigars. And it was like, Cloud Bros, we're bros, Cloud Bros. Mm-hmm. And so that's how that came up. And then the names for the cigars, I just kind of wanted to do something different that other people weren't doing. Everybody has, their own signature cigars, and, their names come from either where they were made or, something significant. For me, it was just based off of the name of our company, Cloud Bros. Mm-hmm. So I was like, what, let me do something off clouds first. So the first one we did was Cumulus.
Okay.
I went back to my science days and, out the weather channel, and I was like, hey, let's do a cumulus cloud. So that was the first one we did.
Okay, so Cumulus was the first one you did. So are any of the cigars and you have Cumulus, Monsoon, you have Tornado, you have cause see, I'm saying the ones that I like.
Okay. So we have two different lines.
Okay.
So we have the Forecast line, which has the Cumulus, the Partly Cloudy, the Dark Skies, and what's my last one? Sunset.
Okay. Oh, so, Sunset. Oh, I haven't had Sunset. Okay.
Had Sunset. Yeah, I might get that.
I had Sunset.
So that was the Forecast line. Okay. And then I did another line for Disasters. Mm-hmm. And that's the Inferno, mm-hmm. Monsoon, Tornado, and Earthquake.
Okay. So based on those two lines and the names of them, so let's just take Earthquake. Was that is the flavor tone based off of a little shakiness? How did you come up with the flavor tones for each of your cigars? Because Dark Skies, and it's my opinion only, Dark Skies to me is like chocolatey. And so I was like, oh, okay, Dark Skies, dark chocolate. Maybe that's where that comes from. So is that what? Now, see, that's just my own take on it. I could be totally wrong.
Well, I based it off of the wrapper of the cigar.
Okay.
And then the flavor notes from the cigar.
Okay.
So with the Disaster Pack, we've got two different Habanos. Mm-hmm. So the Monsoon and the Inferno, those are very spicy.
Okay.
And, they start off smooth and then they build.
Because I had the Monsoon, And I remember thinking, wow, this is really nice. And then like that last third, I was like, has it been spicy all along? Did I miss it? Was I that drunk when I was smoking it? Because I did pick up the spice on the last third, but I didn't notice it in the first two in the first 2/3. I don't know if I'm saying it right. In the first half, I didn't notice it, and it wasn't until I was almost done that I said, "Wow, that got a little bit of a kick on it." And then I was like, "Man, that was a nice surprise." It was a surprise to me.
Yeah, so all of the cigars we have, they do that. They'll
Okay.
start off smooth and then they'll build into the flavor notes, and then you're like, okay, wow, okay, there it is, right there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and for the tornado and the earthquake was the color we did for the design. It just went well with the Connecticut wrapper that we did for
Mm-hmm.
earthquake, and for the tornado it was a barber pole. So
Okay.
it was an easy name for that one. It's like, let's do a barber pole.
Okay. Okay.
So
Oh wait, yeah, because I haven't had the. Did I get the barber pole? No, I don't think I had that one, so I got to get that one. So now, moving forward, because Cloud Bros and weather systems, you can only go so far, right?
right.
Like, so are you going to reimagine once you've done all of the weather systems and all of the natural disaster type things? Are you going to reimagine them and come up with a different flavor tone form, or do you think you're going to just keep them, smooth and steady and not bother them at all?
I Now the cumulus I've redone I think twice.
Okay.
You know that's the only one I think I've redone. That and Sunset I've redone those twice. Only because of availability and the cigar itself.
Okay.
But as far as that, I'll probably just come up with some different flavors for stuff.
Okay.
Like we just dropped our shorty last week, the drought.
I got. Oh, that looks so cute. I got to get one of those.
So it's a
Got to get one of
four
those.
by 50.
Okay.
It's Connecticut wrapper, and it's real. It does what I told you. It starts out smooth, and then it's like a little firecracker.
Okay.
And then right now I'm smoking on our next ones that's coming out. This is gonna be a Habano blend, a lot spicier than the other two we have,
Mm-hmm.
but it's gonna be called the Blizzard.
Okay.
It's a big one.
Okay.
It's 7.25 or 7.5. Sorry, 7.5 by 50.
Wow. Okay, that is a big one. Yeah.
So,
Okay.
so
Okay.
next
So
these next few cigars we're going a little bigger.
okay. So when do you foresee both of those being out?
Well, the drought's out now.
Okay.
The Blizzard, I'm still waiting on my artwork to come back for it, and then that's gonna come out.
Okay. So when you're looking at how did you come up with Blizzard? I think cold weather, and you're not in the cold weather state, are you?
No, no,
So
no.
so what made you, was that just a natural progression, or you said, "Oh, I need something for these people up in the north."
Well, so my thing is when it comes to my cigars, I want to think of something that's gonna catch. It's catchy.
Okay.
You know, it's like with our logo. Like when you see our logo, you want to stop and think like, hey, what's that?
Right.
When you
Right.
go through a humidor, it's not going to be your gold foil wrapper cigars, that's got like an initial on it. No, it's something that's going to draw your attention.
Exactly. Exactly.
So same thing with the names. Excuse me. Just like the bands I did for my disaster pack. Each one of these bands has an actual little poster on it.
I love that.
And I have an artist who he's on loose is I'm sorry, his name is Loose Medium. He's on Instagram and Facebook. Young guy, he's phenomenal. So he did all my bands. So he did all my bands except for my forecast lines.
Okay.
So I get with him and I shoot my ideas to him, tell him like, hey, what I'm trying to look for, because I want something different.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be the run of the mill, Hayes, Cloud Bros.
Right.
You just pick up our bands, everything looks the same.
Right. Right.
It'll be different. I want everybody to know us and see something, something cool and different.
Right. And here's the thing I like about your band. It's not just on that front piece. It literally goes all the way around it, so that when you open it up, it's a whole picture. So like I'm already trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with them, because I'm like, I save all my vans, so I'm already trying to figure out how I'm going to maneuver these to be on either a tabletop or something like that.
And see, that's what, and you see a lot of people are doing that. So I mean, I'd rather
Right.
have something cool that you can have. Like these next ones that are coming out, you know, we've tweaked them a little bit, so they're adding, you know, the Cloud Bros logo inside of like the design.
Right.
So we got some special stuff coming out.
I see. You're always, so is this something that you can foresee yourself doing full time, giving up your 9 to 5 and just focusing on cigars only? Or are you going to keep your 9 to 5 for another 10, 15 years and still do this as your part-time job?
I can see this probably another 5 years. I'll probably give up my 9 to 5 and then go into a full blown.
And you mentioned earlier that your wife was instrumental in helping you with, you know, yay or nay. So how involved is she in the business?
She's my my conscience. You know, when I come up with ideas, I'll present them to her and, you know, say, hey, what do you think about this? You know, what do you think about that? You know, she'll be like, hey, you know, maybe we should spend this much money on this. You know, maybe we should do that. You know, she's my partner, you know, for lack of better words, you know. So whenever I come up with something, or, you know, she came up with the name for Blizzard.
Okay.
And then the other 3 cigars we're bringing out this month, you know, she helped me like decide, hey, what names should we go with or not, you know.
Okay.
So
does she have final veto? Does she have veto power?
She, to an extent, yeah. To an extent, yes.
So is she a cigar smoker?
No, she's not.
Okay. So do you, I guess my question is, you smoke cigars. How do you know if it's the right cigar? Like, I'm a woman that smokes cigars, and I like certain things in a cigar. Some cigars I will never smoke because it just don't feel like they're made for a woman. You know what I mean? Gotcha. So how do you get it so that a woman would appreciate the flavor tones that you have?
You know, I look at it like this. You know, everybody likes what they like, but you know what you don't like. You know, there's the one cigar, like, as soon as you lit it, it's like, this ain't it. This ain't one.
Right.
I can't do it, where it's too harsh. You know, that's why I like how our cigars, I know you smoke some of them, and they start out smooth. You know, they don't just hit you like, you know, just keep hitting you the whole time you're smoking it. You know, they build. And I've always wanted something smooth like that. You know, one of my favorite cigars is the Andalusian Bull. You know, the most rare cigar out there, one of the most rare. And you know how it just builds in flavor. You know, it's smooth. It doesn't just kick your butt the whole time. So I like cigars that do that. And, you know, trying to get more appeal to the women smokers, I'd rather give them something that is going to be smooth and they can draw into it. And it's okay. All right, this is not bad. I can do this.
Yeah. You've done that very well with your cigars, because like I said, I didn't even realize that it was spicy until it was like, it literally, I had to use my pick on it, because I was like, oh, okay. I didn't want to put it down. The Monsoon, I did not want to put that down at all. And let me just tell you something about Dark Skies. I don't like chocolate. I don't like chocolate at all. And I was smoking it and I was like, is this chocolate? And I always try, you know, if I'm smoking a cigar, because I don't have a sense of smell, everyone around me knew it was chocolatey because it had that smell to it, but I didn't. And they didn't want to tell me, because this is what my one girlfriend said. You were enjoying that cigar so much, I didn't have the heart to tell you that it was actually chocolate that we were smelling. And then when I finished, I was like, you know, I think it tasted a little chocolatey. And they was like, yeah, because we could smell it. So whatever you did with the Dark Skies, it, without, you know, tooting my own horn, I'm like, I'm still not a fan of chocolate, but I'll smoke a Dark Skies.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yes, I did. And my review for that will be on TikTok next week after I come off vacation and sober up a little bit. I don't want to put it on there yet. I got to do some edits to it because I was having a little bit too much fun. So And so when do you foresee, I think you answered it, but I can't remember, the Blizzard coming out? Is that for the fall?
Blizzard should be out hopefully within the next week or two.
Okay. And
I'm gonna
then,
probably drop the next 3 cigars in the next 2 weeks or so.
okay.
Hopefully by the end of this month, I have these next 3 cigars out.
Okay. You said three. Now you said the Drought, the Blizzard. Did I miss one?
So there's for this month, I'm doing 4 new ones.
Oh,
So we dropped the drought. The drought's already out. I showed
okay.
you the blizzard. This is gonna be the blizzard right here.
Okay.
And so then we also have the next one that's coming up, which is gonna be a pretty hefty Connecticut.
Okay.
It's gonna be the tsunami.
The Tsunami.
This is
Okay.
7.25 by 50.
Okay.
And then we have another one that I'm still working on a name for.
Ah, okay. So it's
Actually, I have the name for it. I'm just not gonna tell you yet.
okay.
It's
But see, this is supposed to be, but then wouldn't you feel great if you said, and I could say all is an exclusive look at the new cigar. But I respect it though, because now you're building. See, now I'm gonna be watching your page like a stalker. Just tell your wife, if she see anything from me, it's just me stalking you, trying to find out what the name is.
That's cool. No, it's they're coming, and I've got another one in my bag that I'm waiting on to do as well.
And have you already gotten the artwork for all of those?
That's what I'm waiting on. My artist, he's been pretty busy. He just moved back to Texas from Ohio, so he's been doing shows and doing stuff. So he's working on my stuff. He said it's coming. So when I trust his work, he does phenomenal stuff.
Yeah. Hey, when you trust somebody's work and you are willing to wait for them, that's the mark of a good company. When you're willing to wait, yeah, that's a good company. So what do you foresee in the next year for Cloud Bros? What do you foresee for that?
The next year, I want to do a lot more of the cigar weeks. You know, I want to get our name out there more. I want people to know, hey, this is us.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we've already got the cigarologist, Tim Walker. He's already out and about in the streets. He was in Cancun this past week with my shirt on.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, we got people that are hearing us and seeing us. We got return customers, but we want to get out a little more.
Listen, hold on. Let me get something real quick, because you know it's hot down in these Virginia Beach streets. Ooh, y'all.
Okay, I see.
I've been wearing my hat. I've been wearing my hat. So, and you know what the funny thing is? People have stopped me and asked me where they could buy these cigars at, like, because they thought it was in they don't have a lot of cigar shops down here. And it was like, oh, did you get that at a local cigar shop? I'm like, no, but you can go online and let me show you. So I was all on your Instagram page showing them where they could order. So hopefully I'm spreading the word about it. I'm actually going to a small boutique cigar shop who mainly deals in small boutique cigar companies. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna have on my gear. So so anything that I truly believe in, I don't have a problem in advertising, putting the word out, promoting them, and your cigars is one of the best cigars. I have a top 5 that I do every week, and it always rotates. Mm-hmm. There are 3 now that stay on the list: Cloud Bros, Kiki Momo, and Sassy Soul. Those 3 never go off of that top 5 because nothing has ranked them off. Nothing has pushed them off. And people always say, give me your top 5. And then they already know, oh, Cloud Bros, Kiki Momo, and Sassy Soul. And I'm like, okay, so you really just need my top 2 then.
And I just seen the Kiki Momo today when Kim posted from Sassy Soul. She posted the pack I just sent her, and she posted Kiki Momo. So I'm gonna have to get with her and figure out who got the Kiki Momos.
Yeah, the Kiki Momo cigars. He sent me, I think, like 8 of them, and I can't find one that's a favorite because they all ranked so high. Because they literally, I ranked them based off of how I get them and what I feel the flavor profile is, and they are in the category with you and Sassy Soul. And to me, I've smoked hundreds of cigars. For them to always be in my top 5, yeah, you have a very good product. You should be very proud of the product that you are putting out.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
It's just amazing. And now I can't wait. I can't wait for the next 4 to come out, because I like I said, I always try to get all the cigars from a company that they have. So I can't wait to try the Blizzard and the Drought and the one that shall remain nameless.
Well, definitely. I gotta get another pack out to you. And you know, the funny thing about it, you were the first person that hit me for an interview.
Really?
And you know, talk about when to talk
that's
about.
Gonna change. That's gonna change.
You know, so it's one of those things. It's like, I trust it because you came to me and you asked, hey, I want to try your stuff. I want to do it. So I was like, I'm a fan of everybody who wants to do it. Mm-hmm. Here you go. Mm-hmm. Because word of mouth to me is better than any advertisements you can do. Because you put ads all you want online and people are gonna buy what they want to buy. But when you have somebody who's actually tried your stuff and then they came back and said, hey man, this is a good cigar. Yeah. I need some more. Like I had a buddy from mine that I used to work with in Detroit. He seen that I was posting cigars. Like, man, you know what? Send me a couple cigars. I sent him some cigars so we can have for this white party. After that white party posted pictures, he hit me back. It's like, hey, I need a box. He made a huge order. It's like, I got to fill my humidor with your stuff, man. You got some good stuff. And I was just like, floored. I was like, really? Right. It was like, we're more critical on our own stuff than most people are. Exactly. So when you get somebody who actually enjoy what you put out there and they come back for more, it just makes me feel good.
Exactly. And I just want to thank you for being another African-American out here in the cigar game, because we all know that it is dominated by one race. I mean, and it's not disparaging, but it's just, we are now beginning to find our way into it and not only take a seat at the table, but actually make another table so that other people can sit there too. So I just want to thank you. First, I want to thank you for agreeing to sit down with me. And second, thank you for waiting for me, because this internet was just, I just bought a new computer and I was like, it can't be the computer. Then I go down and it's the webs, it's the internet. And then I had to go outside to get the internet. Then I had to come back in. It was just it wasn't enough liquor to prepare me for this nonsense that was happening.
But patience is a virtue, and you're more than welcome. I'm thankful for having the ability to come on and put forth, like I said, a good product for you.
Well, like I said, when that new cigar comes out, you got to come back, because I do want to be the first one to post an interview with you with the new name of the new cigar.
How about we do this when they come in? When I get the artwork back, I'm gonna send it to you first, and then we're gonna set up some time, and we'll get together and we'll do it together. We'll light them together, and we'll come on together.
Oh, that's the bet. That you can bet on that one.
We'll do that.
So thank you for sitting down with me today. Everybody needs to go out. If you're a cigar smoker, if you know a cigar smoker, or if you just want to support a great cigar business, you got to go out. You got to get yourself some Cloud Bros cigars. Listen, you can't go wrong with any of them. You cannot go wrong with any of them. And if you love chocolate, that dark sky is going to get you. If you don't like chocolate, get the dark skies. Because, who knew? Who knew? Right. So thank you for joining me today. And I hope you have a great rest of your Tuesday.
Thank you very much. And you do the same. Enjoy your vacation. Hey, get drunk.
Yeah. Listen. I got the red cup right here. Because first I had to put the cup down because I thought it was me. Cheers.
Cheers.
Have a great rest of your day.
You do the same.